In this video, I'm going to explain the different types of advertising that you can utilize in Real Estate Pros. The site has two different types of advertising, one being sidebar ads and another being pay-per-click ads. This is an example of a pay-per-click ad. With sidebar ads, you're targeting individual target markets, be it a consumer, inspector, mortgage broker, a realtor, termite inspectors, and you're also targeting by city and zip code. So these ads are actually charged every time somebody sees your ad. Now, it's considered an impression every time somebody navigates to a different page. That would be considered an impression. This would be considered an impression. This is internal within the page, so it will not be considered an impression. These pro placement advertisements are based on how much you're willing to spend per click. So you are actually ranked by bids, and the highest 4 bids will be displayed within this list. Now, what you're bidding is when somebody clicks your ad, you are actually charged what you bid on the click. Now, these ads do have click protection, which keeps you from being charged if the same user repeatedly clicks your ad within 24 hours. Okay, so I just clicked the ad. You'll be charged whatever you bid. And when I go back to click it again, you will not be charged. Okay, so 24 hours later, I go back and click the ad, you will be charged. Okay, so it's only for relevant clicks that you're paying for. And it's a good type of advertisement because impressions are free. You can really zone in on the area you wish to promote your business in. And you know, it's relatively cheap. It's a good type of advertising. These sidebar ads have a tendency to get expensive if you overbid your budget, and you really need to set the brakes on it. You get somebody who navigates to the site and clicks 6 or 7 pages from here, you'll be charged 6 or 7 times by that customer. And like I say, that's only for navigating these pages. Any internal links you're not charged for. Okay, so going to advertising, here you have an advertising dashboard, and this dashboard tells you what your current charges are for each program. It shows your active ads. For pro placement, our target area is Fort Worth with a zip code of 76135. These are the current charges associated with the ad. For pro ads, our target city is Fort Worth, zip code of 76135. Our current charges are $12. This is our target market. So this max is the max amount you're willing to spend. Okay, so if you go to pro placement, this is actually where you're going to take out an ad. It's not necessary to enter a city, but it's a good idea to do so. If you wanted to hone in on a particular all the zip codes within the city, you should leave the zip code blank. And whenever somebody enters in this city, your ad will appear. So as you see here, this is how much you bid, this is how many clicks you had, this is the max you're willing to spend per month, and this is your current total charge. Under top 10 bids, this will actually display the top bids for the relative target market you're seeking. Okay, now if you just said city, it's only going to show people who are bidding on the entire city. It's not going to display people who have a city and a zip code. So if there were others here and somebody was outbidding you, their business would be highlighted green and you would appear wherever your page ranking falls. So to change the bid, I can update this to say $1 a click and change my budget to $250. I simply click submit bid and it gives us confirmation that our bid has been accepted. Now if you don't have a current payment card set up at all, then it'll give you an error that you don't have a card. Okay, so you have to at the very least have your transfer account set up with your debit card in order for this to work. The system, you're much better off to have two forms of payment, one being for your transfer account and another being for your advertising. You can watch the video that goes over profiles, including payment profile and business profile, to get a better idea. So to take out your Pro ad, simply click on Pro Ads. We're going to look at Ad Space A, which is this one. We're going to look at the ads for consumers, and we're going to get the current bids. Now here we see how much we're spending. And again, the top 10 bids will be listed. We see we're the higher one. So with Pro Ads, there's two ways to link the ad. You can either link it to your URL or your profile. If you were to choose URL, make sure you have the full URL, http:// whatever your URL is. If you're going to do profile, just simply choose profile. To update your ad, you can click New Ad, choose a file, and submit it. If you don't update the ad, the existing ad will be used, or the existing picture. So currently our bid is $1 up to $250. I'm going to change this budget to $500. And I'm going to submit my bid. So now we have a confirmation that our bid has been changed. So if you ever want to, well, before I do that, we're lacking some history here in the analytics because we updated our bids and our placement. So because I've already clicked on the relative bids, it's not going to charge us for the pro placement. However, it will charge impressions. And we see our bid or our ad listed right here. We chose the option to have our ad linked to our profile. So when the end user clicks on the ad, our profile is displayed. Now we could have easily put a URL to our website, and when they click the ad, our website will be displayed. So when a consumer comes to his or her pros and clicks search pros, We're going to focus in on the same market that we took our ad out in. There we are, displayed on top. Now this consumer's already clicked this ad once today, so therefore you won't be charged for the ad. So now let's go back and look at our analytics. So here we see our pro placement charges are still 0, and we see we've been charged $2 for this ad. And by the way, if you ever want to simply delete an ad, all you have to do is click on these red X's and your ad will be canceled. So now we go to analytics. We're still not going to have any data, or I guess we do have some data. We know that we had an impression on the ad that we took out. And if you take out multiple ads, multiple zip codes with multiple information will be shown. If the end user clicks your ad and they are a new click, a red bar will appear here where you can actually hover over and see how many clicks you've had within that zip code. Now here we see we've had 2 impressions for our pro ad and our cost is $2. If you recall, when the page loaded, the ad was displayed. Then we navigated to My Pros to search for a professional. And that counted as 2 impressions. So you also have history, and this shows all your ad history. Your relevant target markets, it's ordered by date, so you can actually see how much you bid, what your target is, your city, and it does display all your pro ads first, then your pro placements. So with Real Estate Pros, you have the ability to take out these advertisements, and it will greatly enhance your business. It's a good idea to take out some form of advertising, and it's really determined by what your business can afford. Some businesses spend up to 30% of revenues on advertising, and of course it is measurable. You can determine the actual influx in business since you took out your ad. So Real Estate Pros has 2 options, and the pay-per-click option is for a modest budget. These sidebar ads are for a heavier budget. Either way, these ads will make an impact on your business and you will see an increase in sales. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.